So I started competing in bodybuilding competitions, and that just really, really began our fitness empire. To even bring my husband in was from the competitions.
I can't even imagine if Halani was 50 pounds.
I'm a big girl.
That actually leads us into our next question, because of course we're all women, but we don't always feel like working out. So tell me, how is it that you guys are able to, one, be motivated on days that you still don't feel like doing it?
I would say what motivates me is I know that at the end of my workout, I've done something good for my body, for my spirit, for my mental, for my everything. Also, my kids motivate me. I got 3 little girls, and they look up to mommy all the time. So I want to show them that, you know, it's important to take care of yourself from the inside out. But at Team Lashae, I have a whole community. They also motivate me. They might not know that. They motivate me so much because they'll tell me what they're going through, not knowing that I might be going through the same thing. I just created this amazing community, so I feel like I'm the leader of that community, and I want to, you know, every day give them inspiration, give them motivation. So that's what really helps me to get up when I don't feel like it, because it's days. There are days that I do not want to get up, but I have to.
This came to me kind of like by accident, and I do it on my spare time. And if people see me working out on my Instagram, they may be motivated or inspired. But when I was younger, my family would speak down on my physical image. And so I think that looking at myself in the mirror every day and seeing what I've become and what I've achieved, and like doing certain things every day, knowing that like I look like something that I'm proud of and working towards something that I continue to be proud of, is the thing that gets me motivated to like do things for myself, to like be proud of myself, because it took a lot when I was a young girl to like actually be proud of what I looked like. So I think that's the, like, let's get up in the morning and do something for myself so I can be happy with me.
So, Mecca and Halani, I'm going to switch gears just for a second, because y'all know I'm all about entrepreneurship and financial literacy and all of that. And you guys literally both created fitness brands before my eyes. What was the motivation behind your brands?
Well, for me, kind of to piggyback off of the last question, like working out and staying big, that's my therapy. You know, I just don't feel good when I just haven't worked out, feel sluggish, you know. And it's also just, you know, my time to lock in and think, you know, and be by myself and really do that. So that's what really had me start doing the fitness thing. But then all the support from the community that I built, all the DMs, everybody that comes up to me after my classes, you know, and stuff like that, that's what really keeps me inspired and keeps me going.
What about you, Halani?
So you're asking motivated or about?
No, what was the inspiration behind your brand?
Okay, so for me, my brand just kind of came about by accident for me. I didn't get on social media with the intention of forming a brand. It was just like, okay, this is the new thing, so here we are. But what helped me to see go for it was that other people saw it, and they were sending me things, and it was a matter of, hey, can you post this for me? And it was like, well, I'll post it for you, but should I do my own? So, you know, you talk yourself out of things. It's like, well, am I going to succeed? You know, am I going to be able to stick with it? Am I going to last 10 years like Pretty Girl Sweat?
Right.
So it was all these questions that you have in your mind. And so finally, there was somebody who I met one time in my life. She reached out to me and she said, hey, I see you doing a lot. And if it's not yours, I suggest you start your own business. And when she said that, that was powerful to me because I didn't know her. And it's easy when you hear things from people that you that you're intimate with, your husband, your friends, you know. It's like, okay, y'all just saying that because you just big me up because you have a relationship. But when somebody who knows nothing about you sees something from afar, they're like, do it.
Right.
And so I'm like, just do it. And we're gonna see how it goes. And I've always known too that when I do something, I'm going full-fledged with it. There is no plan B, there's no such thing as failing. That doesn't exist. So I went for it, and I started Body Envy, and Body Envy allowed me to retire 12 years early from the fire. just have to have the desire to say, I'm going to do it, and put forth the effort behind that affirmation of doing it, and you can be successful. Nobody in here is different from the other person. Nobody. Just go for it.
That actually just sent chills down me because I remember when we were at the gym, we used to always do boot camp classes and we used to promote 30-year-old. And that was a fitness brand. And the fact that you just did that, I don't know why they just flashed before my eyes. 30-year-old is another like clothing brand. It was like the fact that you did body is just so wonderful and amazing. Like that's crazy.
You got it all right.
Alright, so right now, according to Forbes, the health and wellness industry is literally a $30 billion industry.
Wow.
Alright. What advice would you guys give to people who are looking to tap into this industry?
Like Halani said, go
Just
for
do
it.
it.
Just do it. Like, it's not gonna be easy all the time, but it's so worth it to have that freedom. Like, if you can create your own day, how will my day go? You are in charge of like what you do, your schedule. Like, it's amazing. Plus, you can also do what you want. You can travel. You don't gotta ask nobody to take a vacation. You know. But as far as fitness and building a brand and making money, it's possible. Just like you said, you just have to go for it. Do your research. You know, follow your passion. Don't let people tell you you can't do it, because you're gonna see people try to scare you because they're scared, you know, for themselves. They have this fear, so they're gonna try to pass it on to you. Do not let that discourage you. Follow people that motivate you, inspire you. Follow people that you can see yourself being friends with. You know, like all these girls up here, I'm like, oh my God, I got to meet some amazing women that I can be inspired by as well as a businesswoman, as a fitness entrepreneur as well. But surround yourself with positivity and motivating people. You can do it though. I believe you can. Like she said, there's no difference between us and you guys. So,
Absolutely. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So I was gonna say with that question, a lot of times we say we can't tap into something because everybody's doing it. It's saturated, right? And my husband has a saying, and I steal it all the time because it's true. The market is only saturated to those that think it's saturated, right? So if you think something is saturated, you're gonna talk yourself out of getting involved in it. Create your own lane. Every single one of you are here and it's fitness motivated, right? Every single person sitting out here. You find a way to tap into it that suits you, who you are. You're not gonna do it like me. You're not gonna do it like Mecca, like Veronica, like Keaira. You're gonna do it like you. And that creates your space into that industry that everybody says is saturated. It's not saturated. It's saturated to them because it's small-minded. That's a small-minded. Yeah, it's a small mindset. Find your way. Create your lane, and you can tap into any market. $30 billion, that's enough money for everybody.
Come on.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And I want to say something really quick, because I think like when you read a lot or when you watch people talk about their successes, when you say words, sometimes for me, like when I hear people say words, I'm like, okay, but how do I apply that to my life, right? So it's like, find what you were just saying, like find the thing that makes you you. And I think that the way that you find the things that make you you is by doing the things that you love every day and that speaks to your heart. So if you wake up in the morning and you like to brush your teeth a certain way, and you like to eat a certain type of food, and you like to read certain books and smell certain flowers and smell certain smells, and it starts with the smallest things about you that create the bigger things about you. So when she says, find the things that make you you, those are literally the things that you guys love about these women or other people that you look up to. It's those little things that they tap into. And I think sometimes when you see someone that's so far in a space that you look forward to being in, you can't see those little things because they've already like tapped into those things for such a long amount of time. So when I see panels, I'm always like, it's so vague, but I'm like, but how do I like find my thing? And you have to do you every day. So if you're a person that likes to work out and you only like to jump rope, then jump rope every day. You don't have to do squats. And then if you want to then go for a run and take a shower, that may be your thing in your journey or the thing that you have to teach someone, but like do your thing every day. Like do you every day the way that you like it, basically.
Yeah.
And on top of all of that, I feel like you have to truly believe that you can do it.
Yes.
You know, like you can't just have in the back of your mind like the negativity and the doubt. Like you have to like truly believe that you can do it, you know, because you can. 99% of everything is mental.
But the more you do you, the more you believe
Right.
that you can do it. Because you find your power in doing you every single day. So that's how you will not have doubt. Because it's like working out. Like again, you guys are like, I look up to athletes because I'm like, athletes are like another level of discipline. But like when I start working out every single day and eating healthy and like following like a certain routine, like 2 months in, I'm like, ain't nobody with me at this. And then if I see somebody, then I start seeing somebody else and I can see their weaknesses because I already have so much strength. So now I build a confidence in myself to then do something else. So like the more you work on something, the more you have belief to be able to achieve what you want to achieve.
My next question was actually, how do you find consistency in doing these things? But she already answered it.
Come on now.
Just do it.
Yeah.
You have to do it. Like, it really hurts. Like, it hurts. Like, success is, I want to use a word that's positive, that doesn't seem like but it's not easy. Like, anybody that thinks it's like, okay, I'm just, like, how do you find the strength? It's like, you have to do it. Like, you have to get up, and you have to be like, oh, like, you know, like, sometimes I wake up, I'm like, oh, it's like, no, get up. Like, get up from your seat, and, like, you get out from your bed and do it. Like, you have to literally do it. You have to tell yourself, like, I'm gonna do it right now, and do it now.
It's discipline and a schedule and consistency.
Yeah, and just like we train our bodies, right? Go to the gym, work out, lift weights, all that good stuff. You have to train your mind too. So everything pertaining to entrepreneurship, pertaining to fitness, just pertaining to life in general has to do with your mindset. So you have to train your mind even more so than you train your body. So like we're saying, just do it. But how do you take those steps to just do it? It starts here. So if you don't train this to know that storms are coming, if you don't train this to be resilient when they do come, then when they come, you're gonna crumble. And that's why people quit. That's why businesses don't succeed. That's why fitness aspirations don't come to fruition, because you quit because you haven't trained this right here. So you have to start there. Wake up in the morning, say your daily affirmations, journal, read, y'all. Stop watching so much TV. Read. Pick up a freaking book and read. When you're scrolling social media, find those people that inspire you for the positive. I'm saying don't entertain yourself. I watch Housewives and all that stuff. I entertain myself, but I train myself before I entertain myself.
That's good. That was good. That's good. That was good. Train myself before. That was good.
When I go to bed at night, that's when I watch my son. This is how I'm aligned with it at night. But during the day, I'm actively making sure that I tap into this, because when this is strong, everything else that I do is going to do what I need it to do.
Do any of you ladies have anything that you want to ask? I know we were like a time schedule before I said like the last thing I want to say.
I mean, just pretty much what everybody else is saying. Like, just go for what you believe you can do. Like, just go for it. Stay away from negative people.
Right.
It is so toxic and it's so mentally and emotionally draining to be around negativity. I won't speak too much on my own situation, but I've learned, like she said, you do have to train your mind, and in that way, you have to train your mind to make decisions that won't always be easy. You know, and that means that's gonna sometimes mean telling your homegirl, you negative, I can't do this. I have to be around positive energy in order for me to continue to feel like I can accomplish enough credit, but it's hard. It's possible. It's possible, but it is very taxing if you don't, train yourself before you can take yourself. Okay, all right. Yes. But I just want to say, just remember to stay around positivity. That's my main thing, because that's gonna really help people to be able to push and get done what needs to be done.
Absolutely. Okay, so do y'all think y'all will say guidance or not on the stage? I just want to make sure.
One thing that I want to add that I actually always get from Halani is dream. You have to dream. You have to dream big. I always, hear Halani saying that, and it's really true. Like if you don't dream, then what are you working toward?
No vision.
And get uncomfortable, you guys. Nothing grows in a state of comfort. So if you're comfortable with your everyday routine, that's not good. It's not good. Get uncomfortable and watch how the different things that you want to do actually take place, and position yourself around people and the energies that you need in order to be great, you guys. Anything that drains you, put it to the side. It could be your freaking sister. If she drains you every day, I love you, but I can't take that into every single day. So I'm gonna need for you to do certain things so I can be around you. But just understand you have to protect your energy, you have to protect your peace, and get uncomfortable, you guys. Don't be afraid to step out, take chances, take leaps of faith, pray about things, you guys, and just watch. 2022 can be an amazing year for every single person in this room if you just take some steps. Dream big.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Perfection is like the worst thing. To be a perfectionist and not doing things because you don't want. Sorry, thank you.
Girl support girl.
Because wanting to be perfect will stop us from doing something and taking that step, because it's like, oh, this isn't perfect. This isn't in place the way it's supposed to be. Don't do that to yourself. Be okay with making mistakes. Like she said, that's also a part of being uncomfortable. Yep. And be okay with taking constructive criticism. That's the only way you're gonna grow. You know what I mean? Don't be those type of people that are like, oh, I'm doing everything right. You can't tell me nothing. I got it all together, but you're still struggling to pay your bills. That means you don't have it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
That
right.
means that you're not doing the things that you need to do. But don't be afraid to make a mistake.
And mistakes, every single person makes a mistake, right? So it's all about this when mindset training comes in. How do you look at what a mistake is? Do you look at it negatively? Do you look at the term failure as something negative? It's not negative. It's building tool blocks so that you know how to deal with situations when they arise, you guys. So that mindset training, if I can stress anything to y'all today, is train your mind more than anything. If you got that unlocked, everything else comes into place, you guys. Okay.
And you can't eat an elephant in one bite. So everything will take time and it will happen. If you do what you're supposed to do and you do your due diligence, it will come to me. And forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for everything that happened before today. Like, forget about yesterday, forget about your family and everything that has happened in the past. Like, I think a lot of us have things that have happened in our life that are really toxic. And even when you say, like, getting rid of people that sometimes are haters, or sometimes our hater is our best friend. We don't have any other friend. And that's really hard. So it's like, getting rid of that friend may be a process. It might not happen today. So be patient with yourself, forgive yourself, and everything will happen little by little. When you train your mind, you'll be able to get rid of that friend, and then you'll build new friends that will open up paths to do other things.
And celebrate your small victories, y'all.
Yes.
Like they said, it's a whole journey. It's not an overnight thing. Be patient and keep, being confident in yourself. Celebrate your small victories.
So it's something that's been like on my heart to say, and I just want everybody to take heed to it because there's a purpose behind it. So like when I first met Mecca, okay, this was like 2017, 2018. She was coming into the gym. She was doing free fitness classes with 2 other girls, okay? She had this was around the time she was just meeting EJ. Makani wasn't even a thought yet, okay? Her and EJ had just met, and I had just seen this girl grow tremendously seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I'm super, super proud of you. But it just started with a woman and a vision. And Halani, like, I've known her since 2015. I was training at her husband's dream training for the Olympics, and she was just coming in doing her fitness competitions, literally training every single day. And like, this woman has just, both of them have just transitioned before my eyes. But I say that to say, you gotta understand that when God gives you a vision, He will give you provision for whatever it is that you want to do. Like, this woman built Body Envy up literally in 11 months to $1 million.
Wow.
Less than a year.
That's
If you
good.
understand, every single person in this room got a God-given vision on
Come
the
on.
inside of it. It's just up to you for you to cultivate it and make it grow. You gotta remove all fear, all doubt, all worry, all procrastination, everything that is not of God. You gotta understand God is your source, not a human being. God is your source. God is your source, and when He gives us these thoughts, they're just not thoughts. It's just this esoteric thing coming from nowhere. It's something that's being said that I need to move on this. So whatever it is that's placed on the inside of you, you gotta move on. Because like Halani said, nobody up here, I mean, these are some great women, so I don't want to say they're not special, but what I'm saying is that we all bleed the same color blood. God has no favoritism over anybody. It's just the work ethic and the discipline and the consistency that you put in. Christina had a video that talked about being planted. When you stay planted in your gift, you can't start and stop and start and stop. You gotta stay rooted. Because please understand that, baby, she made $1 million in 11 months. Think about the vision and the goal that you say that, okay, I want to do this. Again, a lot of people overestimate what they can do in a month, but underestimate what they can do in a year.
Wow.
And all it takes is consistency. That's it. So what's on the inside of you that God been telling you to move on that you ain't moved on yet?
Come on, you better preach.
No, seriously though, and I know she already told me we was on a time frame, so I'm gonna wrap it up really quick. But if y'all don't have anything else that y'all wanna say, I'm gonna. Oh yeah.
Topic. I have this bike ride from Atlanta to Miami, and in March of 2022, we're gonna ride our bicycles. I've done this 2 years in a row, and basically this is a growth journey and a challenge for people who maybe haven't found the thing that they feel like really moves them, or maybe they've never, like they aren't inspired or motivated to actually get to the next place. And so it takes us 17 days. You can go on official AceMIA.com. You can find out all of the information there, but we've had somebody that was 70 years old on the bike ride. We've had somebody who was 400 pounds on the bike ride. We've had somebody who was 17 years old on the bike ride. And everybody made it from Atlanta to Miami. It's a beautiful journey. And I think it's something that's really awesome for you to be able to like find who you truly are and what really speaks to you. A to MIA.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah,
That's good.
You wanted to say?
I'm just saying that's the beast.
That's the awesome. That is absolutely amazing, and I love the vision and the plan. I love the vision and the plan behind that. That's absolutely, completely wonderful. And everybody, Halani has Boss University. It's a mentorship program for anybody that even struggles with your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Some people just really don't know. They're just out here existing. And then not to say that that's sad, because ultimately everything leads you to the next thing. Part of the reason that you could be in the audience right now is because you literally, part of the reason that you came to Pretty Girl Sweat to me today is because God could have said, okay, she needs to hear something. Or this needs to be something that this person hears. Go down, write it in your prayer. Well, I have a prayer journal. I don't know what y'all, but write it down in your prayer journal. Like, God, what are you calling me to do in this world? And help me to cultivate it. Ultimately. But Boss University is amazing. She's an amazing mentor.
Let me give you your flowers real quick. So when I met Jessica, I think it was like 2015, Jessica was this boxer, an Olympic boxer. And I was impressed by her because anytime I see a woman excelling in a male-dominated field, I'm like, this is a special person. And it was her. And to see her just moving and doing the stuff she was doing, I was like, it doesn't look like it. She doesn't have like a hard exterior, you know. But now, she's transitioned from that. And to see her being a whole boss now in the Forex community with the trading and the course coming up, and she's transitioned from being an athlete to now being a business owner. And I love to see it. I love to see it. You're doing it. You're 28 years old.
Wow.
I can't wait to see when you release your course. I can't say a whole lot about the course because I'm not in it, and I know about it. So I can't wait to see you do that because seeing you just mature and transition into your calling is absolutely amazing. So you keep going and you keep inspiring other people because you're doing it.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So like literally that just goes exactly what I said originally about how God would just lead you to the next thing, because when I was boxing, nobody could not tell me, okay, that was not about to be my life. I was gonna be Layla Ali, you couldn't tell me nothing, okay? But over time, like that discipline is what made me become an investor and literally just being able to change people's lives all around the world. I'm an independent investor. I'm not affiliated with any company or anything, but just like being able to change people's lives all around the world is like, God, wow. Like sometimes you just look at the stuff that don't happen, like stuff that you're disappointed in that didn't happen, and you're like, why didn't this happen? And then you look up like, wow, God, like, what's wrong? Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. But I want to thank everybody for being here today. I want to